Hello everybody and welcome to today's RE lesson. This is for Hull, Nottingham and Liverpool Year 1 and Year 2 children. Now you know that we've been talking about churches, different types of churches, different church buildings. And so what are these buildings? Can you name these buildings? How do you know? So let's decide. They are a church. How do you know that they are a church? What are their features that distinguishes them to be a church? So steeples, stained glass windows, they've got a clock on them. So what is similar about these two? What is different? Can you describe these two buildings to someone in your house? Have a look at them. Just pause for a minute and have a look at them. Then take a look at these two buildings, these two churches. How are they similar or different? The one on the left is St. Paul's Cathedral. And I'm going to read that bit to you because it says St. Paul's Cathedral was first built over 1,000 years ago. It was built from wood at first, but unfortunately it burnt down and had to be built again. This time it was built in stone. Many famous people had been buried there, including Admiral Nelson. Now have a look at the one on the right. Look, this is a tiny Methodist chapel. It's a church, but if it's Methodist, sometimes they call them chapels. And this says it's in Leeds, so it's not too far away, is it? Now then, I've watch these YouTube clips about features of a church. You'll see a man with a little puppet. He's going round the churches. And he's got a lady, and she's a vicar. She's like, you can call them a priest. She's showing you the features that are in a church. Very useful clips to watch. Then have a look at these. Did you see these in the clips? Did you see a cross or a bell tower, stained glass window, organ, altar, a pew, a font, a candle, a lectern, a pulpit? If you've ever been inside a church, have you noticed any of them features? Now then, I wonder, why do people go to church? Can you think of any reasons? I've thought of a few there. Look, maybe to pray. They want to go and say some prayers for some people or something that's happening in the world. They might go that they want to sing and worship, just to be or just to sit and to be quiet. Maybe they go for a baptism. Or some adults, lots of adults go for funerals. A baptism is a happy service. A funeral's quite sad. That's when people have died, isn't it? Now then, the task. Can you draw a feature of what's inside a church? Can you write a label saying what it is? So you might draw a candle, or you might draw the font, where it's the basin for a baptism, or you might draw the pew where people sit. Now then, if you want to send it, especially the year 2s, can you write a sentence explaining what it is and what it's used for? So a pew is used to sit down, isn't it? A pew are a type of bench, and that's where people sit. A stained glass window often tells stories of the Bible. Okay, so I would like you to send us, Mrs. Miss Creaser, Mrs. Jackson, myself would love to see some of you drawing some of the features of a church, labelling it and writing a sentence to go with it. And the YouTube clips are the most helpful because they will show you inside the church and what they actually are used for. Okay.